Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Rubama Amir, the student at BYTHEWAY University Lahore campus. Today I, along with my group mate Muhammad Umar Suhail, are going to conduct a webinar that is based on breaking myths regarding digital marketing. So for that purpose, we are having our honorable guest, Mr. Abdullah Arif, with us today. So first of all, thank you so much, Mr. Abdullah, for managing your precious time for us. And he is a successful entrepreneur, mashallah, and he's running his own firm with the name By the Way Digital. And he keeps a vast experience in multiple fields in corporate sector, and he's well equipped with business designing and innovative ideas from University of Maryland College Park. So basically, the reason behind conducting this topic in the webinar was to enlighten the people with importance of digital marketing in advertising industry. Moreover, we want to educate people regarding the myths that are associated with digital marketing and how they could adopt this digital marketing thing in their professional and their personal life. So without any delay, we would like to begin our session and to discuss different myths and to resolve them and to explore virtual wonders regarding digital media. So I would like Mr. Umar Suhail to begin with his first query. Please, Umar.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Obama. My, my first question is that what is the difference between traditional marketing and digital marketing?
Well, firstly, I would like to thank each and every one of you, BYTHEWAY University, the moderators, and everyone for inviting me over, and it's a pleasure. First thing first. Second thing is when you ask what is the difference between digital marketing and traditional marketing, in one word, if I have to reply in one word, that's the medium. Very simple. So nothing else. Everything else is almost the same. Maybe with the style or the way you do it, it might differ, but the major difference is actually the medium. So there was a time when we had newspapers around in circulation, we had magazines. If I ask any one of you guys or the audience, anyone who's listening to the session, when was the last time you actually had a magazine in your hand? And you might probably have to think about it because it was quite some time when you last had a magazine, because Instagram has taken over it. Pinterest has taken over it. So this is the key difference between
Yes,
the two.
you're right.
Everything else stays the same. Yeah.
Is it the reason that people are lacking enough time, or people are getting so busy with their lives, so much tension all around, so much fuss created in their lives?
Well, I would say neither of these. It's actually cost saving. To be honest, I mean, for any business, running an Instagram ad is far more convenient, cost effective, rather than having a magazine ad published. Number one. Number two, the circulation of that magazine ad. Like like even if we talk about any leading magazine here in Pakistan, how much the circulation can be? Maybe three major cities. We are talking about Lahore, Islamabad, Karachi. How many copies do they publish? Even if you talk about any magazine that comes out, I won't name anyone. So it comes out on a Sunday. Then there are like loads and loads of taxes involved, advertising costs, etc., etc. And that's just one magazine with one page ad and for one day for a certain number of people. And thank you very much, it's gone. So on the other hand, when we talk about Insta, we talk about Pinterest, it's there for like massive loads of audience, and that's the major deal breaker or deal maker. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. My next question is which platform are the most considerable for digital marketing?
It depends upon the objectives of your campaign. Quite frankly, if you would ask the same question to anyone, generally speaking, they might tell you instantly Facebook, Instagram. That's not the case. Everything is relevant at the same time. Everything is irrelevant. So let's talk about you guys. Let's talk about your universities. So it comes from the education sector. So they might have a set of objectives. Like right now, if we are using this video conferencing tool and we are using social media, we might not require that for maybe getting new admissions when new admissions open up. You might need your website that you do. So at that stage, because the nature of the objectives has changed, so if the website becomes relevant and social media or a video conferencing thing becomes irrelevant, you're getting the point. So it totally goes down to the objectives of a certain campaign, what you have to get back from whatever initiatives you are taking, and that is where it differs. Generally speaking, yeah, the search engine itself, the websites, blogs, social media, anything is most relevant. At the same time, it can be relevant. Yeah, one liner, it depends upon the objectives.
True that. I
Okay.
completely agree.
My next question is, if there would be no Facebook and Instagram, then what would be the dynamics of digital marketing on other platforms?
Well, this actually goes back to what I said earlier. FB and Insta are part of DM, digital marketing. They are not digital marketing. You
True.
see, here we have developed like, and I would say this actually is because of lack of reading that most of us do. Unfortunately, we don't really like to read here in Pakistan, and we tend to follow the trend. And the general trend is, the general rule of thumb has become, for some reason, that digital media marketing is equal to Facebook and Instagram. And that's it. So, having said that, this is not the case. Facebook and Insta are part of digital media marketing. And when we say that it is entirely digital, that's not the case. Search engines is the bigger thing. Search
But
engine
I believe these two
optimization
are
is
quite
a bigger thing. Sorry?
these two quite are the big platforms. Like large number of people, definitely majority used to follow it. These two particular platforms.
Yeah, they do. But like I said, there are social media networks. And this is what I would like to clarify to everyone who's part of this session right now. And like, since you guys are recording it, it would flow around. All of you need to understand that digital media marketing, if that's the parent heading, search engine falls under it. Social media networks fall under it. So you cannot just say that social media is actually digital media marketing. Search engines are way bigger. Google is the big daddy of digital media marketing. How can you just ignore it? Like we'll be discussing in some time that if you're a business, you have to run ads. The first thing that strikes your mind is, okay, fine, let me just set up a Facebook page. Let me just set up an Instagram account. I would run ads on social media. Excuse me, you're missing out on a huge number of people because you are not taking the
Yeah.
search engine in consideration. That's the point.
True that. True that. My next question basically is about the same thing you're mentioning over here. That is how digital media is boosting entrepreneurship, the modern entrepreneurship. So
Yeah, boosting.
please tell us about the baby steps to start our own business digitally, virtually, and how we could get the maximum return by
Well, definitely it's boosting like anything. I mean, if we just roll back in time, maybe like 10 years back, 20 years back, like at most. So if someone would want to launch their business, I mean, they would require like a lot of money. I mean, and when I say a lot of money, that meant like serious money, big thing. But now it's really convenient. Reason being, let's just roll back to what I said earlier in question number one, saving costs. So since digital is cost saving, it's cost friendly, you get more return on investment that we technically call as ROI. So since you are getting better return on investment, the ads are cheaper. You get to cater a good number of audience. You target good number of audience. We'll discuss that as well. So it is like you have got bright chances to excel when you launch your startup. Having said that, please keep in mind that like when you tend to just go with the flow, your friends are just telling you from right, left, and center, okay, you have been using Facebook all your life, ever since you made up your personal account like 9 years back or 8 years back. You can just run your Facebook page.
through that.
Likewise, same goes for Instagram. This is where you start like becoming a failed entrepreneur. There is an expert for everything. I mean, if any of us falls sick, we go to the doctor. That's the reason,
True,
because
so
he's
true.
the expert. He's going to help us. Similarly, you need to hire a digital expert. You need to hire a professional, take professional services. This is where the difference comes. I usually connect to my peers, and we have this discussion that the local market has been really made, you can say, a mess with this strategy coming from anyone's mind, be it a startup owner or be it a successful business entrepreneur. You guys like just go out there and you think, okay, fine, it's all about posting a Facebook post. No, it's not. It's about posting the right Facebook post at the right time, done in a correct way, with a good caption, with right correct hashtags, etc., etc., etc. Number one. Number two, you as an entrepreneur, you have got like 10 things to take care of in a given day.
True
And
that.
do you have enough time to think about like that Facebook post that you had to upload something like around 5 p.m.? No. Maybe you are in the middle of a meeting, you are driving, or you are like doing something else. You just don't have that time. And 5 p.m. might have been that prime slot that you just missed because you wanted to save like really tiny miny kind of bucks. You can actually take a plan. You can take a partial plan from a professional. Don't go for a full-fledged agency package. Go for a partial package. They are there to help you out. So it's only going to come back to you in a good way. So this is where a business fails. This is where a startup fails. So launching a startup
Then
is really
I
easy.
believe,
Taking it into the successful height is actually the tough part.
sorry, but I believe there contradiction as well, because जब हम अपने पेरेंट्स को देखते हैं, हम अपनी प्रीवियस जनरेशन, हमारे जो बड़े एंसेस्टर्स हैं उनको देखते हैं, तो दे से बिजनेस हैज नथिंग टू डू विद डिजिटल मार्केटिंग. ठीक है, जो उनके काइंड के बिजनेस हैं, दे आर सो मच फार अवे फ्रॉम दिस न्यू काइंड ऑफ थिंग, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग. सो व्हाट इज द थिंग कि वो इस चीज को इतना प्रेफर नहीं करते. ठीक है, और हम
Generation
इस
gap. One word, generation gap. They have never realized, they have never experienced what we have. I mean, things started to change, things started to evolve when Windows 98 came, like when I was in my school, but by that time. So we used to floppy disk. Floppy was something that like हमारी आंखें यहाँ से यहाँ आ जाती थी देख के कि oh my god, what on earth is this?
512 MB.
होता था उससे मतलब we used to be so fantasize about it. To cut it short, our parents never saw it. So they can never like relate to how effective this can be or this is. So this is where the difference comes
Yes,
in.
okay, here I would like to add something. Recently, I had a meeting in our university, corporate advisory committee, where we called a lot of people from the industry to give us feedback, right? And one was the feedback is to launch a specialization in digital marketing. They said like, and the people, they were like having experience of 25 plus, and they said we need people who have their expertise in social media marketing and digital marketing. Most of the people, they do not know the difference between social media marketing and digital marketing. They are different,
True
right?
that, true
So
that,
they
true
were
that.
specifically focusing on digital marketing tools and applications, and that how students should be able to do that. Even though they said, okay, there are a lot of complaints that the students do not get jobs after undergraduation or after graduation, there is no employment in Pakistan. But these are all myths. What they told us that we do have vacancies, but what we require for those vacancies, that is missing in people. And
They are
nowadays, it is
absolutely
digital
correct.
marketing, social media
Absolutely,
marketing.
100%. Recently, like just last year, I keep inducting fresh grads as interns in my organization because when I graduated, I was like jobless for good 8 months, and that was the time where I realized when I would walk to someone with my CV, they would say, "You don't have experience." Excuse me, when you won't give me an opportunity, how would that experience come onto my CV? So someone needs to step up and give that opportunity. आप एक महीने में अगले को जवाब दे दें, वो काम का नहीं है, फारिग कर दें. I agree. At least give him a one good month. Let him or her try to show their talent. They might do mistakes. They will do mistakes. All of us do that. Having said it, मैंने इसमें experience किया कि किसी भी university से graduates आ जाते हैं. Trouble is, you guys in the university are just I would say reading. You are learning reading material. You are putting in your best efforts as teachers, as the university as a whole. हर कोई अपना अपना काम कर रहा है, but the trouble is कि जो market की demand है, जो market में चाहिए, वो नहीं है. और वो क्यों नहीं है? A fresh graduate, I'm very sorry to say, किसी भी university का हो, बड़ी से छोटी, पाकिस्तान में कोई भी university, मेरी टीम के अंदर almost हर बड़ी university का employee है. they don't even know how to make a good presentation, I'm sorry to say. And this is where the main challenge comes in, because university is not able to tell them what the market requires, number one. अब आप देखें प्रेजेंटेशन की बात करें तो डिजिटल पे आप बात कर रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन इतने टूल्स हैं कि आप एक प्रेजेंटेशन को, हम पावर पॉइंट से आगे सोचते नहीं, हम पावर पॉइंट की टेम्पलेट से कभी आगे गए ही नहीं। इतने टूल्स हैं कि आप एक प्रेजेंटेशन को फॉर योर इंटरेस्ट एक प्रेजेंटेशन को प्रॉपरली एनिमेट कर लेते हैं, and when you give that presentation to your next big client on a projector, how much are chances that you are going to win that project? They're huge. So this is where from I started. जब मैंने अपनी organization set up की, I didn't have enough money. It's a complete one man show when I started 5 years back. I didn't have money to even make my own website, let alone hire a team. मैं अकेला बंदा था, तो मैंने इनिशियल अपने क्लाइंट्स विन किए थे इस तरह की प्रेजेंटेशंस डिजाइन करके जो एनिमेटेड थी, और just people just fell for it. So this is where the difference comes in. So we need people, we need the fresh students, the fresh, and trust me, मैं एक बहुत लीडिंग टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी में मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है, he's vice president HR over there, तो मेरी उससे 4 दिन पहली बात हो रही, and I told him personal feedback कि यार मैंने इंटर्न्स रखे हैं, हम जब इंटर्न गए थे, फ्रेश ग्रेड हुए थे, मैं अपना और आज के इंटर्न का कंपैरिजन नहीं कर सकता, रीजन आई वाज लाइक क्लूलेस, and these guys and these girls have like born with technology in their hands. आज आप देख लें कि एक बच्चा पैदा होता है तो उसके हाथ में प्ले टॉय के लिए क्या दिया गया है, मोबाइल दिया गया है, हमारे पास क्या होता है भी नहीं। ये डिफरेंस पीछे जाता है प्ले स्टेशन 1 वाली जनरेशन पे, मिलेनियल्स पे। आज आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में जो पढ़ रहा है, आई थिंक बैचलर्स के जो आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी के इस वक्त आई थिंक 3rd ईयर या 2nd ईयर में ऑनर्स के प्रोग्राम में, दे आर फॉर श्योर अ मिलेनियल, वो 2001-2000 की उसकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ होगी, ठीक है। So when we are talking about the millennials, I mean they are the ones who we require, to be honest, because वो मेरा social ऐसे चलाएगा। On the other hand, मैं जाके मतलब कहते ना कोई बहुत टॉप नॉच यूनिवर्सिटी का MBA उठा के ले आता हूँ, उसको मुझे हर चीज बतानी पड़ेगी और उसमें उसका कोई कसूर भी नहीं है। So this is where the difference is. We need to definitely।
तो फिर ऐसे लोग कहाँ जाएं?
मुझे नहीं पता।
What is the solution? नहीं, what is the solution?
उनके लिए क्या
उनके लिए कोई
opportunity है?
opportunity होनी चाहिए ना, या फिर
quite frankly एक मैं मतलब यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स को एक एडवाइस दूंगा कि आप जब ग्रेजुएट कर रहे होते हो, try to मतलब when I was doing my honors, this was actually when honors actually got launched in Pakistan, तब की बात है। मैंने अपने शायद 2nd ईयर के अंदर ही और जॉब स्टार्ट कर दी। I started writing content, मेरा करियर कंटेंट राइटर से स्टार्ट हुआ, then I started writing blogs, that is where digital came in। तब ब्लॉग्स का सीन पाकिस्तान में नया था, उसके बाद ब्लॉग्स में SEO की चीज सीखी, वहां से फिर SEO पे आए, फिर सोशल पे आए, and that's how the journey started। To cut it short, आप लोग जब 4 साल यूनिवर्सिटी में होते हैं, प्लीज जस्ट डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम। आपकी एक क्लास की दूसरी क्लास के दरमियान में गैप है, take up some assignment, and just don't think about the money part। Try to learn। आप पैसे दे के एक्सपर्टीज नहीं सीख सकते हैं, आपको एक्सपीरियंस लेना पड़ेगा। For that you have to sacrifice, you have to take that bitter pill। Likewise हमारे यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स में जनरली माइंडसेट बन गया, यार मैं ग्रेजुएट करूंगा, मैं तो स्टार्टअप जॉब पहली पकड़नी है, सैलरी होगी 50,000। भाई तुम ढूंढते रहो, नहीं मिलेगी, ट्रस्ट मी। जितने मर्जी सिफारिशें लड़ा लो, जितने मर्जी दौड़ धूप कर लो, अब्बा जी से फोन करवा लो, जो मर्जी करवा लो, you just not going to find it। रीजन मार्केट में इतना कैश फ्लो ही नहीं है, people cannot just afford it। I'm like I can be given a call by my best friend और मुझे कह सकता है कि मेरे बेटे को जॉब दे दो, तो मैं उसे कह दूंगा ठीक है fine, I'll definitely try my best, and then after 2 days I'll let him know यार कुछ बन नहीं पा रहा इसमें, simple। So you guys need to realize that for taking that hardcore professional skill, you need to take that bitter pill। आपको वो चीज, and again यूनिवर्सिटी की अपनी limitations हैं, उनके ऊपर मतलब बहुत ज्यादा check and balance है। They cannot just do anything that an entrepreneur or an organization is asking for। This is where
do you think digital marketing is a skill? Do you think digital marketing is a skill that is required by students these days?
100%। और मैं समझता हूँ not just digital marketing, for just to give you in better detail, graphics designing is something जो BBA MBA को पढ़ाना चाहिए, to be honest। Likewise graphic designing is something जो mass communication के majors को पढ़ाना चाहिए। And you ask me why? आप BBA हैं, आप MBA हैं, and you want to do that big billboard campaign for Nestle, आपको जब तक graphic aesthetic नहीं है, आप कैसे उसको approval दे देंगे?
I agree. Completely agree.
That's the point. Likewise, आपको अब Facebook ads के लिए एक चीज होती है image to text ratio, and if you
Yes.
don't know that as a creative person, you are depending on the graphic designer, and the graphic designer might make a fool out of you. Loser कौन हुआ? The BBA or the graphic designer?
Yeah.
The BBA guy, क्योंकि
The
campaign
BBA
पे
guy.
you're gonna get fired.
Absolutely.
So
Then
this is where the universities need to restructurize their programs in a way. मैं नहीं कहता कि आप 3 साल का फाइन आर्ट्स पढ़ा दें, कम से कम कोई 2 कोर्सेज, एक कोर्स होना जरूर चाहिए ग्राफिक्स का, कि बेसिक फोटोशॉप, बेसिक एडोबी प्रोडक्ट्स, कुछ ना कुछ, मतलब हम आज भी मेरे पास जितना नया ग्रेजुएट आता है वो एडोब कह रहा होता है, the word is adobe, so you just don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, let
do
alone
you
उस पे काम
think
करें.
do you think introducing just the simple अगर हम just simple सॉफ्टवेयर से इंट्रोड्यूस करवाएंगे अपनी यूनिवर्सिटीज में टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड, तो वो इनफ होंगे?
Basically
ऑनेस्टली
skill.
मुझे तो ऐसा नहीं
Well,
लगता,
Basically skill
well, at
based.
least something is better than
because
nothing. Simple.
with every going second things are rapidly growing in technology. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है I have personally done Photoshop honestly, तो I feel myself as a fail, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि जो मैंने किया है that is not enough. लोग तो बहुत आगे तक चले गए हैं, तो if I have to be there, I have to be on
I
the
totally
place.
agree with you, Rubama, but the point is, देखें, Photoshop वही है, Microsoft Word भी वही है, Windows भी for that matter वही है, Android का OS भी वही है, iOS भी वही है. मुझे आप लोग बता दें कोई मेजर चेंज आ गया हो. लुक एंड फील में चेंज आ सकता है, उसके यूआई में कुछ चेंजेस कर सकते हैं, बट द जनरल द स्पिरिट ऑफ दैट वेब सिस्टम और दैट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम और दैट certain tool that we are talking of is going to be stay the same. Only practice is going to make you more effective. You are going to use something. जब तक आप किसी चीज को यूज नहीं करते, बार बार नहीं करते, मैं आपको ड्राइविंग की एग्जांपल दूंगा. You have a car and you know how to drive a car, but as long as you are not driving the car enough for enough time, you are not going to become a good driver. That's the point. You need to invest more time into it. इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि 1 से 2 कोर्सेज अगर आप करते हैं, उसमें असाइनमेंट्स हैं, आपकी प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, you can actually become a better professional because you would know what is right, what is wrong. आपको font selection का पता चलेगा. कैंपेन, अब हमारे पास कैंपेन आती है, when I initially said एक प्रोफेशनल में और एक एमेच्योर में डिफरेंस कहाँ पे आ जाता है? ग्राफिक्स तो कोई भी बना लेगा, बट
How
आपकी
do they
कैंपेन आई है
execute it?
नहीं, जहां पे आपने पूरा कैंपेन को प्लान करना है. आपकी कैंपेन आई है फॉर इंस्टेंस लॉन की 2021 स्प्रिंग समर, और वहां पे मैं लगा देता हूँ एक बड़ा मिलिट्री 6 सितंबर काइंड ऑफ फॉन्ट लगा देता हूँ, लॉन्चिंग ऑन 5th April. डू यू इवन थिंक योर ऑडियंस इज गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट इट? नेवर. और मसला कहाँ पे आया? आपने एक बड़ा ग्रैंड शूट करवाया था टॉप मॉडल यूज करके विद द बेस्ट फैशन फोटोग्राफर इन पाकिस्तान, बट one font and you are doomed. That's the point. So unless you don't have that eye, आपको पता नहीं है कि मेरे client की requirement क्या है या project का nature कैसा है, you are not just going to deliver, and as long as you are not delivering, you are going to stay unemployed.
Okay, my next question for you is कि अभी तक we are well aware of 3G 4G, क्या लगता है आपको 5G का डिजिटल मार्केटिंग पे क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा?
It would just like go wild. 4G, देखें, 4G आया था, and this is the time जब smartphones पाकिस्तान में इतने ज़्यादा नहीं थे, and we are like, if you just roll back in time, and I often give this example. 4G के आने से आपकी COD सर्विस इफेक्टिव हुई, आपकी पेमेंट गेटवेज इफेक्टिव हुए,
COD का मतलब
कैश ऑन डिलीवरी पे लोगों का ट्रस्ट बढ़ गया. वीजा डेबिट कार्ड के पेमेंट गेटवेज इफेक्टिवली काम करने लग गए. दिस वाज ऑल 4G. आपके स्मार्टफोन्स तेज हो गए, आपने फेसबुक ऐप खोली, आपने किसी वेबसाइट पे, किसी ब्रांड की वेबसाइट पे गए, आपने क्लिक किया, ऐड टू कार्ट किया, चेकआउट किया, एंड थिंग्स वर लाइक फास्ट. आपकी ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग पे एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा गुजरा, आपने रीबाय किया, एंड यू बिकम अ रेगुलर. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर everyone in this session right now has at some time bought clothes online, or you keep doing online shopping, and that's the point.
Well, it
This
is
is all
now
4G.
basically COVID-19. After this COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people have shifted to online shopping.
They have.
According to my research, initially those people who were only into brick and mortar shops and etc., and they were not at all in favor of online shopping. Now they are doing online shopping. So it has also given boost
Absolutely.
to this market as well. So here, it has
Absolutely,
also
100.
increased the scope of digital marketing again, it comes the same thing
सो
after this,
एग्जैक्टली
different tab
एग्जैक्टली
evolving.
यही मैं आपको जो बात कह रहा हूँ कि देखिए आप लोगों का ट्रस्ट एज अ कस्टमर एज अ रैंडम कस्टमर आपका इंक्रीज किया. एक टाइम पे पीपल यूज्ड टू अप्रोच एज अ फैड. इवन पर्सनली मैं खुद होता था कि मतलब इफ आई एम गोइंग टू ऑर्डर समथिंग ऑनलाइन, पता नहीं मेरे से पैसे ले लेंगे, ऑर्डर ही नहीं आएगा, ऑर्डर आएगा रिफंड नहीं होगा, रिफंड हो जाएगा चीज सही नहीं मिलेगी, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. अब आप देखें कि आपके पास आप अभी ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हैं, आपको एसएमएस कंफर्मेशन आती है. थिंग्स आर सो इंटरकनेक्टेड नाउ because of just one thing, better technology, better internet connectivity.
Exactly. And
Although I
what do you
always
think
say
the
Pakistan
payment?
में आज भी internet बहुत miserable
Yes.
है.
Yes. What do you think the payment का जो procedure है, initially it was very difficult to pay online, but now, they are adopting different tools to make it easier. So you think this also comes under this digital marketing thing?
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. आपके जितने भी पेमेंट गेटवेज आप किसी भी वेबसाइट पे देखते हैं, ये जितने आपके फेमस गेटवेज हैं, चाहे इंटरनेशनल है चाहे वो रीजनल है, अगेन आई वोंट नेम एनीवन, ये तमाम एपीआईज होती हैं जिनको इंटीग्रेट किया जाता है टू योर वेब सिस्टम. एपीआई थर्ड पार्टी सर्वर पे कनेक्टेड है. अब कनेक्शन किसने एस्टैब्लिश करना है? बेटर इंटरनेट. सो व्हेन यू हैव बेटर इंटरनेट, आपका कहते हैं ना, इन अ जिफी योर पेमेंट इज प्रोसेस्ड, योर ऑर्डर इज प्लेस्ड एंड योर ऑर्डर इज कंफर्म्ड. और अदरवाइज अगर आप खुद इसको देख ले, बैड इंटरनेट एंड बैड यूजर एक्सपीरियंस, एंड बैड यूजर एक्सपीरियंस मींस you are going to lose customer base, etc.,
Definitely,
etc.
definitely. And bad customer experience means that no more digital marketing for him. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, word of mouth तो देखें, मतलब डिजिटल आ सकता है, ट्रेडिशनल आ सकता है, ऑन ग्राउंड आ सकता है, सब आ जा सकता है. Word of mouth हमेशा रहेगा. So if someone has a good experience, they are just going to be like blah 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 all the time. So
True that.
you cannot just take that out of the equation.
True. I agree. And my next question for you is digital marketing boundaryless marketing? Or if so, then what are the benefits for the buyers and for the sellers, for both parties?
Well, 100% it is boundaryless. Had it not been, Facebook के सर्वर, Google के सर्वर अमेरिका में है, हम पाकिस्तानी कैसे फायदा उठा सकते थे? So it definitely has no boundaries. अगर ऐसा होता तो आपकी नेबरिंग कंट्री से जितने अच्छे टर्म्स हमारे चलते हैं स्पेशली, तो आप तो कब के फारिग हो चुके होते. मतलब they would have just like cut you out from the entire cake and thrown us in some dustbin for that matter. It is totally boundaryless, and no one wants to lose opportunities. Trust my words for that. When anyone is making money, और कुछ matter नहीं करता. No boundaries are in consideration. So like just yesterday my mother was asking me कि जो WhatsApp पे आजकल एक वो crazy talk चल पड़ी है, privacy policy and all. I was like, dude, just get over it. ये तो बड़े सालों से हो रहा है, बस बताया गया आपको. That's it. So, and why would Gmail offer you free email? Why would WhatsApp offer you free chatting? Why? Just a thought. क्यों? Because if like you are getting a product for free, you are actually that product. So this is how it is. So it is totally boundaryless, and no one is going to waste an opportunity कि अगर उसको कुछ cash generate होता है आपके किसी action से. And if we are sitting over here in Pakistan and there is a customer sitting in US जिसने हमें अपना project outsource किया हुआ है, and we are exporting technology, we've got a software export board, by the way, PSEB, Pakistan Software Export Board, IT export का आपका proper taxation net बना हुआ है. ये तमाम चीजें क्यों हो रही हैं? Because it's totally boundaryless. I can do search engine optimization for someone sitting in Norway from here in Lahore. So that is totally possible, and that is being done. इसी के ऊपर तो आपका पाकिस्तान का पूरा IT का जो infrastructure है वो खड़ा हुआ है.
जी, ठीक कह रहे हो. My next question is there any connection of brand image with digital marketing?
100%. You just heard of a new brand. आपने कोई भी random brand name, आपने लाला textiles आपने सुन लिया, and like Zaza textile कुछ भी आपने सुन लिया, and you just go over the internet और आपने टाइप किया गूगल पे, टक 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 एंटर. अब जो आपके सामने रिजल्ट्स आएंगे उस पर आपने डिसीजन लेना है. इफ you're going to shop, you're not going to shop. You're going to recommend, you're not going to recommend. वो आप किस बेसिस पे कर रहे होंगे? Because of that brand image, that brand impression. हमारे लिए personally, and you, all of you would relate to this. किसी भी बिजनेस का आप नाम सुनते हो, be it a food chain, be it a apparel brand, Facebook पे या Instagram पे पहली चीज आप लोग क्या देखते हैं? number of likes. Why?
Number of views.
Why? Because that is the brand impression.
Again,
And
Brand
it's the
again,
impression.
publicity as well. You believe that those people, they are neutral and they are giving, neutral suggestions. So that is
yeah,
what
well,
publicity means.
they are neutral in some cases. They are influenced in some
Yes,
cases. Like in
perception.
my office, we are managing Instagram for a few celebrities. उनके केस के अंदर हम भी उनको encourage करते हैं, go for all that robotic activity, because being a celebrity, you are gonna sell as long as you have got 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. For you, that number matters.
Oh, agree.
But when you
Yes.
are a brand, you want someone कि जब आप एक post upload करो तो उसके ऊपर, like if you have got like 1,000 followers on Insta, you would want at least like 100 or an 80 organic likes immediately, or maybe in a couple of hours. So that is where the dynamic switches. But again, brand impression 100% digital media से है, आज के ज़माने में है ही इससे. ये मतलब टीवी तो देखता
It
ही नहीं है,
plays.
मतलब
It's kind of playing with our psyche.
100%, मतलब customer mindset की बात है. And as long as you guys keep falling for it, everyone's going to be happy. That's the point.
Yeah.
My next question
It's
is
kind of getting
my next
hypnotized.